Welcome back, guys. My name is Tim. This is Misfit Manufacturing, and today we're going to tackle something on the car that's going to bring new life to the project. So now we're actually going to see what kit I decided to go with and put it on the vehicle today. I have the kit laying down back over here. One of the craziest things about putting a body kit on is the visual transformation that these cars take. This BMW will no longer look like this BMW. Let's talk a little bit about what kit I decided to go with. I decided to go with the Street Fighter LA wide body kit for the BMW E46. I think that this kit is one of the better fitting kits. It doesn't change the overall look of the vehicle too much. I'm a big fan of these vehicles and the way that they look, especially the M3 versions with a little bit wider track and the wider fenders. They just look awesome to me. So today I'm going to try to install, I had it paint matched to the BMW, so it shouldn't look too crazy, but this color is the BMW Schwarz 2, and it is basically a jet black. That's what the original color is. We're probably going to wrap a portion of the vehicle based off of what kind of graphic design I decide, but I wanted the whole car to be one matching color. With these wide body kits, I have to put them on the original fender and cut out that entire portion so that wheel has room to go up and down, side to side, left to right, and we can have all the angle necessary. So I'm probably going to jump right into it. These things look amazing. My buddy Kevin at Kev's Classics, also the guy who did the cage, he painted these to match the BMW, so hopefully they're pretty spot on, but we really won't tell unless they're on the car. Now, with that being said, let's get the old fenders back on and see how much I actually have to cut out of the old fenders before I can even put these on for good. I almost forgot I was filming. I got so into it that I was just starting to go to town and start to work. I have complications already. Because this is a BMW 325 Ci, my biggest issues is the side skirts and these front fenders. In addition to it being a 325 Ci, this is a facelift 3 Series. So the cutout of where those headlights go and where these front fenders are completely different. I did start to mock up the front fenders and the rear fenders, and it does look like the rear fenders shouldn't be an issue, but I'm still going to have an issue with the bottom side skirts, and these ones just might stick out a little bit. I don't know. I either probably have to source M3 front fenders and M3 side skirts and an M3 bumper to make this kit really work, or I run it the way that it is. So I'm going to cut this bad boy now. That's the reference point. I'm going to cut on the inside of this blue line, and then I'm going to cut along that body line and then back down here. And I'm probably going to cut this in half, this little piece here. If I can take a marker and just mark all the way down and just leave 2 fingers, it should be good, because there's not a spot on this kit that I need to even worry about on this bottom side. It's just these back 3 corners here, which I have plenty of room if I leave all this. So if I have plenty of room if I leave all this, so I'll come down and maybe just take a little bit more out of that. So let me cut this, see how it goes, and then go from there. Boys, I think it's safe to say that I cut out enough of the car. Ay, ay, ay. So I cut out just enough to where this is still sealed on this side, and so you got that and that. I think it came out pretty good. I still have to take this tray out. It looks like that it's welded all the way through. It's a lot of holes to punch through. I may just cut it all the way down. So this wasn't like terribly hard, but it did take a bunch of time. I just wanted to make sure everything was like lined up perfectly when I did it. So that's what I'm going to do again on this next one as well. Make sure it's good and lined up where I want it, how I want it. I kind of used the tape as the template for what was happening. So before I take this tape off, I'm going to go ahead and mark the other side so our cuts are kind of the same. Y'all did not want to watch me grind for the last 3 hours. So the car is actually ready for the first panel to go on and receive some rib nuts. Well, actually, I have to drill them out, then put the rib nuts in. So I'm probably going to maybe do them one by one. I don't know, we'll see. What I did here was I tried to keep this fuel door, but I didn't realize till halfway through, and I already cut the top and partially through the bottom. Hopefully it stays pretty good. I mean, it is what it is. If it falls off, it falls off. We'll still have the door underneath. I cut out a significant amount of this car just now. Here's all the carnage. All the carnage. The plan now is to probably do the rears. The rears are going to be the easiest, like I said, just because of a lot of the M3 stuff is in the front. If I hang a rear, don't like the spot, I can actually probably change it. My only concern is the paint chipping up when I'm drilling through. I'm going to make sure that I either have a decent bit that's like super sharp, or tape them and then do it. But sometimes that tape will get caught up in the bit and pull on that paint, and that's something I don't want either. So the good thing about these, and I'm using beauty washers, I don't even know if I showed you, I'm using beauty washers that I bought over top of this kit, so I have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm making the holes. If you make the holes a little bit bigger, see, I'm using these. Here we go. I'm going to use these over top of the holes with M6 rib nuts. So the idea is to make the holes a little bit bigger on the kit itself, so there's some adjustability room. So when you tighten it down to the kit and use those washers, it'll be a little bit easier to adjust and maintain. All right, let me lay this rear quarter up. So I actually suck a lot at filming, so we had a lot of stuff go on. You saw me, I was gonna start the body kit. The body kit is almost done. I'll show you what it looks like so far from this angle. That is sick. It makes those wheels look so tiny in there. That's what I don't want. Once I put it on the ground, hopefully it doesn't look so bad. But the fronts and rears of this side is done. I also put the other headlights back in, and you can't even tell. You can't even tell that this kit's not even meant for this body style. It just has a little overhang, and unless you're up close and I tell you about it, that's when you're gonna notice. I think that I'm gonna run these and save me a little bit of money. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run these and save myself a little bit of money, bring the hood down, tighten everything back up. I'm probably even gonna run the same stock bumper until I can get an M3 bumper. Let me know how it looks, man. Looks pretty sick at this angle. That is that Street Fighter LA BMW E46 Widebody kit. Also seen in Forza. I feel like Bruce Buffer there. Yeah, it came out good. I also did this side. And what I'm using, man, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do here. Here, I can put one in here, but this has no attachment. And then there's ones on the bottom side that they have 0 attachment. I need some M3 side skirts. You know anybody, let me know. M3 side skirts. And then it'll bring this look together. And then we have this black beast. All right, let me get rocking on that front side. Let me get the other headlight in, adjust the hood, maybe zip tie the front bumper on. I cut out so much room on these things. I literally spent all day cutting yesterday. I think that's where I blacked out and didn't film anything. I was just cutting. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what I was doing. That's funny. I want to probably get this thing off of the jack stands and see how it sits. I know I'm gonna have to adjust some of the toe in the rear. Like, look how far in that wheel is.